You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, guys, the Lia Thomas situation doesn't really seem to go away, even though the swim season is now over with and Lia Thomas will no longer be swimming at Pennsylvania. Lia Thomas is done with that. Now, a lot of people have speculated that the goal is for Lia Thomas to now go to the Olympics and destroy women's sports there. But however, we have to backtrack, guys, because we know in the Ivy League that women on the swim team did not want to be in the pool with Lia Thomas because they knew that they had no shot of winning anything. And it's pretty sad, that these women had to go in there and get in the pool knowing they had no shot. Now, we've been pretty clear on this, that these women needed to speak up. They needed to come out. We know that there were some anonymous swimmers that came out to the media, and they actually voiced their concerns about, being around Lia/Will Thomas. Now it's too little too late. Lia/Will Thomas won a first place finish in the 500 freestyle and stole a win from another woman. However, guys, we actually got a little bit more backstory into what was actually going on with the University of Pennsylvania. And guys, they have failed women. They failed the women on this team because now, guys, we actually have a father of one of the Penn swimmers has come out and really expose how Penn failed the women. Because some of these women, they voiced their concerns to the university and they were given a cold shoulder. Check this out. Penn swimmer's father. Penn breached trust and failed to protect daughter. Now, not only that, apparently the University of Pennsylvania lied to these women when it comes to Lia Thomas having their own space in the locker room. Lia Thomas wasn't supposed to actually be in the all-female locker room, but they got lied to. Let's read some of this. The father of a female swimmer on the University of Pennsylvania swim team told me, and this is from the Washington Examiner, that he felt Penn had failed to protect his daughter and violated his trust. This was because in addition to forcing his daughter to compete against a male choosing to identify as a woman, his daughter was also forced to share the same locker room as Lia Thomas and be exposed to Thomas's male genitalia. Now, we actually did a video on that a while back. We actually covered that, and that was pretty shocking right there, folks, that these women were made to feel uncomfortable. Many have focused on Thomas's exploits in the swimming pool while not realizing other issues that affect the college-age women on the team behind the scenes. While it is important to protect the sanctity of competition in women's sports, it is equally important to make sure young women aren't traumatized by being forced to see naked male genitalia in an area that is supposed to be a safe space. The locker room is supposed to be a safe space. 2 women's groups sent letters to the University of Pennsylvania and Philadelphia's district attorney in February over concerns by female swim team members about being exposed to Thomas's male genitalia in the locker room. The swimmer's father couldn't believe this was allowed to happen. Well, folks, I can believe it's allowed to happen. You want to know why? Because Penn was clearly terrified of the woke mob coming for them. They were terrified of that, so they were willing to sacrifice these women's concerns so they wouldn't seem to be transphobic. But he says this, quote, "I can't say she's been traumatized, but there was definitely a breach of trust and a failure on the part of Penn to protect her," the father told me. Additionally, he elaborated on how the university had told parents one thing and then did the exact opposite. Quote, "In the fall of 2019, when Lia first came out, the girls were told she would have her own separate space somewhere," the father said. "For some reason, that obviously changed. I'm not sure why it changed. Was it money? Was it legal threats? I'm pretty sure it was actually legal threats." I'm willing to bet, guys, and I don't know this for sure. I'm willing to bet that Lia Thomas wanted to be in that same locker room space with biological women. And if Lia Thomas didn't get their way, I'm pretty sure there probably would have been a legal case, in addition to the woke mob going after Pennsylvania. They didn't care about these women at all. Penn wouldn't listen to any female swimmers' complaints about having to be exposed to male genitalia, he said. Penn basically told them to shut up and deal with it. How disrespectful is that? Quote, regarding Lia in the locker room, Penn told any female swimmers who had issues to essentially get over it, the father said. They can't ostracize Lia. Oh no, because you can't do it because you will be seen as transphobic. And Penn did not want that. Quote, multiple swimmers have raised it multiple different times, a Penn swimmer said of discomfort within the locker room. But we were basically told that we could not ostracize Lia by not having her in the locker room, and that there is nothing we can do about it, that we basically have to roll over and accept it, or we cannot use our own locker room. So that is pretty pathetic right there, guys. That the university were going to make these biological women suffer because of Lia Thomas. How selfish of Lia Thomas to actually go through with this. Why did Lia Thomas do this? And the university didn't give a damn about these women. According to this Washington Examiner report, they voiced their concerns to the university, and the university did nothing to protect them. They did the exact opposite of what they were told. Wow. This is pretty eye-opening, folks. And to tell you the truth, these women, instead of actually competing on the same team with Lia Thomas, they should have just boycotted. They should have did that. They should have actually came out and sacrificed something. That's why the British cyclists now can't actually compete against women, the trans cyclists, because women said, "Oh no, we're not even going to compete." They should have did this. And I encourage any other woman that is actually going through this right now, you guys are going to have to boycott. There's no other way to put it. You're going to have to do it, or else, see, these women, they should have boycotted. They waited way too late. And guess what happened? Lia Thomas crushed him in the 500 freestyle. They had no shot of winning whatsoever. But when the backlash came, Lia Thomas melded in on the 200 and 100. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, man, University of Pennsylvania looks extremely bad by not protecting women over fear of cancellation. Wow. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.